Stop everything and check your quarters right now. Some versions of the bicentennial quarter have sold for big money. Rare double die, silver, off-center, and high-grade coins can become hidden treasure worth hundreds or thousands. Your pocket change could hold life-changing value today. One small coin that many people ignore every day could actually be worth big money. Yes, a simple bicentennial quarter might be hiding a life-changing value, and most people spend it without even noticing. Today we are talking about the 1976 bicentennial quarter, one of the most famous coins ever made in the United States. Millions of people saved these coins as souvenirs, but only a small number have the special features that collectors will pay hundreds or even thousands of dollars for. That means the next hidden treasure could already be sitting in your coin jar or wallet. To understand why this coin is so popular, we need to go back to the year 1976. That year marked a huge celebration called the United States Bicentennial. It was the 200th birthday of the United States. To celebrate this historic moment, the United States Mint decided to change the design of several coins. The quarter received a special new look that had never been used before. The front still shows the portrait of George Washington, but the back of the coin became very different. Instead of the usual eagle design, the reverse shows a colonial drummer boy with a torch and 13 stars. This design was created by artist Jack L. Ahr, and it quickly became one of the most loved coin designs in American history. Millions and millions of these bicentennial quarters were made. Because so many were produced, most people believe they are not valuable. That is partly true, because the average coin is still only worth 25 cents. But here is the surprising part. Inside those millions of coins are rare examples with special errors, unusual metal, or perfect condition. These rare pieces are what collectors search for every day. And when collectors compete to buy a rare coin, the price can suddenly jump from pocket change to big money. The Denver version of this coin is especially interesting. You can recognize it by the small letter D on the front of the coin, just beside Washington's ponytail. That small letter means the coin was made at the Denver Mint. More than 800 million bicentennial quarters were produced there. Within that huge number, some coins came out with small mistakes during the minting process. These mistakes are called mint errors, and collectors love them because they are rare. One of the first things collectors check is the condition of the coin. Condition can change the value a lot. A quarter that has scratches, dull color, and heavy wear is usually only worth face value. But if a coin still looks bright and sharp, with strong details and shiny surfaces, it might be in what collectors call mint state condition. Some high-grade bicentennial quarters have sold for more than $1,000. That is an incredible price for a coin that started as only 25 cents. Another exciting possibility is the double die error. This happens when the coin design is stamped more than once but slightly out of place. The result is a small shadow effect on the letters or numbers. On some 1976 bicentennial quarter double die coins, the words Liberty or I in God We Trust may appear doubled. Sometimes the numbers in the date 1776 to 1976 also show doubling. You might need a magnifying glass to see it clearly. But if the doubling is real and the coin is in good condition, collectors may pay several $100s or more. Another rare situation happens when the coin is struck on the wrong metal. Most normal quarters are made from copper and nickel. You can usually see a thin copper line on the edge of the coin. But a few bicentennial quarters were accidentally struck on silver planchets that were meant for collector sets. These coins are known as bicentennial silver quarter error pieces. If you find a quarter that looks completely silver on the edge with no copper stripe, it could be something special. Some of these rare coins have sold for thousands of dollars at auctions. Collectors also search for coins that were struck off-center. This is another type of mint error. In these coins, the design does not appear in the middle of the coin. Part of the image may be missing, and the blank metal edge may look larger on one side. This type of mistake is called an off-center bicentennial quarter. The more dramatic the off-center design, the more collectors want it. Some off-center bicentennial quarters have sold for more than $2,000. Imagine finding that kind of hidden treasure in your spare change. Another interesting error is the clipped planchet. Before coins are struck, round metal blanks are cut from large sheets of metal. Sometimes the cutting machine makes a mistake and removes a small piece of the blank. When the coin is later struck, that missing section remains. The finished coin looks like someone took a small bite out of the edge. These coins are called clipped Planchet Bicentennial quarter pieces. Many collectors enjoy these coins because the error is easy to see. Depending on size and condition, these coins may sell for $100 to several $100s. Another detail many people forget to check is the rim of the coin. The rim is the raised edge that protects the design. If the rim looks uneven, thicker on one side, or strangely shaped, it may be a minting error. Sometimes coins were struck with too much pressure, causing the metal to spread differently. These small differences can make the coin rare and increase its value. Color can also give a clue about value. Most circulated quarters look dull gray. But a coin that has bright silver color and strong shine might have been stored carefully for many years. Collectors call this luster, and it can make a coin much more valuable. Even without an error, a bicentennial quarter in excellent condition may sell for a surprising amount. Weight can also be a clue. A normal clad quarter weighs about 5.67 grams. But a silver version may weigh slightly more. Serious collectors sometimes use digital scales to check their coins. If the weight is different from normal, the coin might be struck on the wrong metal. That could mean big money. One reason collectors love the bicentennial quarter is its strong connection to history. It represents the celebration of America's 200th birthday. The drummer boy on the reverse reminds people of the soldiers and patriots who fought for independence. Because of this history, the coin is popular not only with collectors but also with many people who enjoy American heritage. Even today, many bicentennial quarters are still moving through circulation. That means the chance to find a rare one is still real. You do not need expensive tools to start checking your coins. A simple magnifying glass and good light are enough to spot many important details. The truth is that most bicentennial quarters will always remain common coins. But hidden among them are a few rare examples that collectors are willing to pay serious money for. That possibility is what makes coin collecting so exciting. Every coin you check could be the one that changes everything. So before you spend your next quarter, take a moment and look closely at it. That small coin could be more than just pocket change. It might be a hidden treasure with a life-changing value. And if you enjoy learning about coins worth big money, make sure you keep watching this channel, because the next coin we talk about could be another ordinary piece of change that turns out to be worth a fortune. Stop everything and look at the quarters in your pocket right now. One small coin that most people spend without thinking could actually be hiding big money. Yes, a simple bicentennial quarter might carry a life-changing value, and many people pass it along every day without even noticing. Today we are talking about one of the most famous coins in modern American history, the bicentennial quarter. This coin was made to celebrate a historic moment, but hidden among the millions produced are rare versions that collectors will pay hundreds, thousands, and sometimes even more to own. That means the next hidden treasure could already be sitting in your pocket, your coin jar, or even in an old drawer at home. To understand why this coin matters so much, we need to travel back to the year 1976. The United States was celebrating a massive event known as the United States Bicentennial. It marked 200 years since the nation declared independence. The entire country celebrated with parades, fireworks, and special events. To honor the moment, the United States Mint decided to create special coin designs. For the first time in decades, the design of the quarter changed. The front still shows the familiar face of George Washington, but the date looks different. Instead of 1 year, the coin shows 1776 to 1976. When people first saw this coin, they immediately knew it represented something special. Now flip the coin over and you will see the design that made it famous. Instead of the usual eagle, the reverse shows a colonial drummer boy carrying a drum and standing beside a torch of victory with 13 stars. This powerful image represents the spirit of the American Revolution. The design was created by artist Jack L. Ahr, whose work was chosen in a national design competition. Millions of Americans loved this new look and began saving the coin as a memory of the celebration. But here is the shocking part. While most bicentennial quarters are still worth only 25 cents, a small number have rare features that can turn them into serious hidden treasure. The first thing collectors look for is the mint mark. Bicentennial quarters were produced at several locations, including the famous Denver Mint and the Philadelphia Mint. Coins from Denver carry a small letter D on the front of the coin, just to the right of Washington's ponytail. Coins from Philadelphia usually have no mint mark at all. This small detail is extremely important because certain mint marks are connected to rare varieties and higher values. Many collectors begin their search by simply checking this tiny letter. Now here is where things start to get exciting. Some bicentennial quarters in perfect condition have already sold for over $1,000 at auction. That might sound unbelievable for a coin that once bought a piece of candy, but condition plays a huge role in coin collecting. Coins that were never used in circulation sometimes keep their bright shine and sharp details. Collectors call this mint state condition. When grading companies rate a coin extremely high, collectors compete to buy it. That competition can push the price far above the coin's original value, but condition is only the beginning. The real excitement often comes from mint errors. A mint error is a mistake that happens while the coin is being produced. These mistakes are rare, and rarity often means big money. One of the most famous errors collectors search for is the double die. This happens when the coin's design is stamped twice slightly out of alignment. The result is a small doubling effect in the letters or numbers. Some rare examples known as the bicentennial quarter double die show visible doubling in the words Liberty or In God We Trust. When collectors discover a strong example of this error, the value can reach several $100s or even more depending on condition. Another shocking possibility comes from the metal used to make the coin. Most quarters you find in circulation are made from copper and nickel. If you look at the edge of a normal quarter, you will see a thin copper line between the silver-colored layers. But some bicentennial quarters were accidentally struck on silver planchets that were meant for collector sets. These rare pieces are known as the bicentennial silver quarter. If you ever find a bicentennial quarter that looks completely silver on the edge with no copper stripe, you might be holding something special. Some of these coins have sold for thousands of dollars because they contain silver and are much harder to find in circulation. Collectors also watch for off-center strikes. This happens when the metal blank is not perfectly positioned in the press when the design is stamped. As a result, part of the design appears missing and the blank metal area becomes larger on one side. This dramatic mistake is known as an off-center bicentennial quarter. Coins with this error often attract strong attention at auctions because the mistake is easy to see. Depending on how far off-center the strike is, these coins may sell for several hundred or even a few $1,000s. Another fascinating error is the clipped planchet. Before coins are struck, round blanks are cut from large sheets of metal. Sometimes the cutting machine overlaps the edge of the sheet, leaving a curved section missing from the blank. When that blank becomes a coin, the missing section remains visible. This unusual piece is called a clipped planchet bicentennial quarter. Many collectors enjoy these coins because the error looks dramatic and unique. Even a small clip can raise the value to $100 or more, while larger clips can be worth several hundred. Now here is something that surprises many people. Some valuable coins have no obvious error at all. Instead, their value comes from their perfect preservation. When a bicentennial quarter has strong luster, no scratches, and extremely sharp details, grading companies may give it a very high rating. In rare cases, coins graded near the top of the scale have sold for more than $1,000 at auction. That means a coin stored carefully for decades could suddenly become a valuable collectible. The rim of the coin can also reveal hidden secrets. The rim is the raised edge that protects the design. If you notice a rim that looks uneven, thicker on one side, or strangely shaped, the coin may have been struck with unusual pressure. Small rim errors can make a coin more desirable to collectors. While these details may seem tiny, experienced collectors know that even the smallest difference can turn an ordinary coin into big money. Color and shine also matter. Most coins that have circulated for years appear dull or worn. But a bicentennial quarter that still has bright silver color and strong shine may have been saved carefully since the 1970s. Collectors call this shine luster. When a coin has beautiful luster and very few marks, collectors often compete to buy it. That competition can raise the value dramatically. Discoveries make this coin even more exciting. There have been collectors who searched through rolls of bank coins and suddenly found a rare bicentennial quarter with a clear mint error. In some cases those coins later sold for hundreds or thousands of dollars. Moments like that are what keep collectors searching through change every day. The thrill of possibly finding hidden treasure makes coin collecting one of the most exciting hobbies in the world. If you want to check your own coins, the process is simple. Start by looking at the date. Every bicentennial quarter shows 1776 to 1976. Next, check for a mint mark like the letter D. Then look closely at the letters and numbers with a magnifying glass to see if there is any doubling. Turn the coin sideways and examine the edge for the copper stripe. Finally, inspect the rim and surface for unusual shapes, clips, or missing sections. These small details could reveal a coin with life-changing value. One important rule for collectors is never clean a coin you believe might be valuable. Cleaning can scratch the surface and remove the natural color that collectors want to see. Even gentle cleaning can reduce the value of a rare coin. If you think you have found something unusual, the best step is to keep it safe and show it to a professional coin dealer or send it to a grading service. The truth is that most bicentennial quarters will always remain common coins worth only face value. But hidden among the millions are rare pieces that collectors will pay serious money to own. That possibility keeps the search alive. Every quarter you examine could be the one that reveals a hidden treasure and a life-changing value.